In this matchup, we still have 7 teams remaining, AJ, but that's far too many teams. That's how little real estate there is. We've got VP fighting with AGAL, WAG, and Bigatron also shooting from the sidelines as well. And while that's all happening, BRU, they have a very clear way into this circle. The only team they have to worry about is RRQ, but is RRQ watching behind them?
I mean, so many of these teams from Thailand, but they're not in a decent defensive spot like RRQ just yet. One of the best readers of the circle, one of the best rotators out there once again from the Indonesian squad. But Virtus.pro just cooking AGAL, player after player. Cypher, the only one left here, but they have managed to cut down the numbers on both sides. Cypher in a 1v2 will not survive, but the damage has been done to Virtus.pro as well. Getting revivals obviously impossible at this point, cutting down their chances at a booyah.
Well, cutting down their chances, I think RRQ is going to make the chances for everyone else to survive very, very slim, especially with where this circle is slowly moving. And now BRU at risk of being taken up by WAG, who have that rooftop to work with. And I think they're also revealing the position of BRU to RRQ. Now, BRU, they do manage to make their way in. Nobody has been one-tapped, so they're going to be able to work around that compound that RRQ is using. But we do have a couple of players from Falcons on the other side as well. And it's BRU versus Falcons yet again. And Falcons already dropping one by one. On fire, going to be hitting the ground. And BRU, they have a wall to work with. Nameless here for Virtus.pro. Oh no, he's lost his blue ball. He's going to keep on using it, but everyone just pelting him with bullets. They want to get rid of him, and they will get it. BRU, another elimination to their name.
How is On Fire still alive? The guy horizon lined himself again, but beautiful shot from across the battlefield, and Bigatron will lay the final nail on the coffin for Falcons, taking them out of the equation. And now we are left with 4. 2 from Indonesia, 1 from Vietnam in the name of WAG, but BRU still standing strong here outside the perimeters. RRQ with the best defensive spot, but the circle moving towards the Vietnamese team.
Oh, those Riptide rhythms are very, very scary for any team that is not within that compound guarded by RRQ. And I think the question we have now is who is going to target who first? Because the moment somebody gets targeted, that's your moment to try and go for a potential backstab. Where attention has been drawn. Looks like Bigatron going to make that roundabout play there onto WAG. Moving where that circle is moving as well to get that advantageous position. RRQ, though, hanging back, and BRU going to be the next ones to move. I don't know if I agree with this play here, AJ, because RRQ are now left out in the open.
Yep, BRU will find the back of Xbor and the headshot from Osana with that AC-80, but a decent time turner instantly set up for that recovery, and the preemptive strike defensively to lay out all of those glue walls has done WAG justice here. They very quickly circle around, and look at BRU hanging back, but now on the higher ground, on top of WAG. They've got this compound defended, and Tikui out of nowhere, the Wonder Kid runs on up, shutting down Wasana, and the full-on engagement between WAG and BRU.
Oh, Jonas hitting the ground as well. Oh, BRU, they need to get control of this somehow. It's now down to Export for WAG, and they get rid of them. And BRU, they didn't lose a player. They're on the ground, but they can absolutely pick them up. So BRU still 4-man strong, whereas the remaining teams, it's RRQ and Bigatron. The 2 Indonesians up against the Thai team, and look at RRQ now wanting to take over the same compound that BRU are on, but BRU, they had time to heal up. And AJ, I think we're now back to another stalemate. Who's going to make that play first?
Yeah, but unlike the previous setup, BRU can't simply just run up the roof. They'll have to use the hook gun, which means putting themselves out in the open, straight in the crosshairs of the team of Bigatron. Therefore, they have to stay silent and play this passive as much as possible, possibly baiting out RRQ up against Bigatron and then jumping into the fight. The only thing that can undo their trick here is if that circle somehow disables them. Riptide Rhythm from up top, Bay with the cord. 1 down. Dudes fight one as well. And RRQ cooking Bigatron by Vitality. ATTF runs on it with a valiant dash and valiantly shuts down their players and their chances.
RRQ with a crazy play. I mean, they sacrificed 18 deer for the RB is there, so it looks like he'll be able to pick them up. Yep, he's going to be able to heal back up, and now it's a 2-2 split here for RRQ versus BRU. Look at BRU. I love their split as well. Dutso going to be able to hit the other side of the wall, and Jonah's been caught too. He's on the ground. He's gone.
Yep, he's gone. Moshi from the back, and Riptide Rhythm puts one down, gets the instant snap onto Abe as well. Moshi all alone though, and RRQ cooks him for a big booyah. The third one on Kalahari so far.
RRQ is awake, the sun is shining, and this team is cooking a campfire feast, folks. Oh boy. I mean, there was a reason why they did so amazingly well during our first phase and already off to a strong start during phase 2. If you see Kalahari and if you see RRQ, I think that's when you're going to start to get the shivers.
Damn, bro, this was a solid final circle, especially in the battle between Buriram as well as Bigatron. We thought it was going to break down, but RRQ was the one to catch them, trying to rotate onto the outside perimeter. And it all started off by Ma'al's Riptide Rhythm breaking down their defenses. The time turner came out. They